up, everybody? Oh, y'all, it is a beautiful Saturday. Oh, my goodness. It is a beautiful Saturday. I tell you, I mean, it's a beautiful day today. I really want to talk about music because, so for the last couple days, y'all, I've been listening to a lot of music. I've been listening to R&B, soul. I've been listening to Cleo, so y'all, Cleo Soul. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. She is freaking phenomenal. I listen to Cleo Soul, listen to Masego. I've been listening to Leon Thomas's, I keep calling it his new album, but his album came out last year, y'all. But I've been listening to Leon Thomas album. I've been listening to, just a lot of these artists that's doing it for me. Like, it's very rare. It's very few artists that really just be making me go wow and go, I gotta listen to it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. So I've been listening to a lot of these artists, y'all, and I have to say, there's been this debate going on and on forever about who is the greatest entertainer of all time. And I just have to say, it's Michael Jackson. I'm just being real with you. It's Michael Jackson, baby. It's Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is the greatest entertainer of all time. But I will say, just in my personal opinion, listen, I know that there are hundreds, thousands, millions of people out there, millions of you all that will say Prince. And trust me when I say, my sister is, she's the Prince person. Now, she's a Michael Jackson person too, but she says that she can't choose. Well, it's easy for me to choose. It's Michael Jackson, okay? But y'all, when it comes to R&B and soul music, I'm so curious to know who is it that you all think holds that title. Now, I'm an oldie. I will sit up and listen to Sam Cooke, The Temptations, Aretha Franklin, Mary Wells, Stevie Wonder, Smokey Robinson. Well, I listen to a couple songs by Smokey Robinson, but Tammy Terrell, Marvin Gaye. Oh my gosh, like I listen to a couple of songs by the Supremes, but but when I tell you, woo, I'm an oldie at heart. So when we go to the 70s, y'all know they were showing out. I cannot think of every single group, but you had some of everybody. You had Earth, Wind, and Fire. You had Sly and something Stone. Can't remember. Maze, Preacher, and Frank Beverly. You had Shalimar. You had, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of these. Woo! The Barges. Oh my goodness. It's so many artists. I can't even freaking, y'all, I can't even name all of these freaking artists. It was so many people that they was doing the thing in the 70s. Now the 80s, the 80s. The 80s was a little bit different for me. I don't know. Some of y'all might like the 80s. I wasn't a huge fan of the 80s decade. There are a few artists in the 80s that I was feeling. I was loving. I like me. The Gap Band, y'all. Back when Charlie Wilson became just Charlie Wilson, he was with the Gap Band. If y'all didn't know that, go look him up. The Gap Band. I don't know when Teddy Pendergrass came out, y'all. I think he came out in the 80s. I love Teddy Pendergrass. And some women, y'all, I'm trying to think of these women artists. Oh, well, that's when, well, no, she really made her debut. I was going to say Whitney Houston, but she's kind of like 80s, 90s, I guess you can say. But, these artists weren't playing no games. Now, love all of these people. Love them, love them, love them. But now, I want to get into talking about my era of all eras, baby. The 90s. Ooh! Baby, when I say we weren't playing no games with it when it comes to the 90s, baby, I could go on and on and on. You had some of everybody in the freaking 90s. Toni Braxton, Brandy. You had Monica, TLC, oh my gosh. The men, ooh, you had Joe, Keith Sweat. You had, R. Kelly. Oh my gosh. Let me stop thinking about all of these folks. All of these artists, y'all, had us messed up. You had Music Soul Child. You had the group called Total. You had Mace. You had, y'all, it was so many freaking, oh my gosh. Hi everybody. Hi. Thank y'all for joining my live, because we talking about real music over here. You know what I'm saying? We talking about real music over here. But when I tell you guys that music in the 90s, it did something to you, oh my gosh, like, it felt different. You know, like Music Soul Child, D'Angelo, they made music that made you just feel good all over. It put a little swing in your step, a little swing in your hip. It made you want to, just go out and have a good time. It wasn't all that rah music. And even with the rap music, let me talk about that for a second. Y'all know who dominated the 90s in the rap and hip hop world was Biggie Smalls, the Notorious B.I.G., and also my late husband, Tupac Amaru Shakur. Okay. Now Tupac Amaru Shakur is, in my opinion, okay, my opinion, the greatest rapper of all time. Now, there will be people that differ with me on this topic, and guess what? I don't care. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, their prerogative. Feel free to choose and like and love on whoever you want to. However, I said what I said in Nene Leak's voice, okay? I said what I said. But Tupac, baby, I had so many. What's your favorite Tupac song? If you can comment on here, I would love to know what is your favorite Tupac song. Because, baby, Tupac was hit after hit after hit after hit. I think, let me see, How Do You Want It, of course. I love How Do You Want It. So, How Do You Want It, Unconditional Love. Everybody can't forget California Love. Now, California Love, I love that other song by him, too. Ooh, we call Temptations. Underrated song by him is this other song that's called Picture Me Rolling. I guess it was, I mean, I don't really hear many people talk about that song, but I love that song. And of course, I Ain't Mad at You, Hit 'Em Up. And I cannot think of the name of this song. Come with me. Hail Mary. That's it, Hail Mary. I couldn't think of it for a second, y'all. I had to start singing this. You know them songs where you can't remember the title, you gotta start singing it, and the title might just come up in the song. But I love it, y'all. When I tell y'all I love it, I absolutely love the 90s era. Toni Braxton, I've had to put her on many a day lately, especially after all the stuff I went through a year ago. I've been playing the mess out of Toni Braxton. And I really hope I get to meet Toni, y'all. Let me tell y'all about the people who I really hope I get to meet, okay? I know we talking about music, but I just got to say, I really hope I get to meet her. But I can't forget the OGs from that time, y'all. Snoop Doggy Dogg, okay? Uncle Snoop, baby. Uncle Snoop. I love me some Uncle Snoop. I remember bopping, like my dad them will make jokes to my how I'd be bopping my head and stuff up in the car when he would be playing that song, Snoop Doggy Dogg. He said I was a little baby girl just bopping my head up in the car. So yeah, you love some Snoop Dogg, baby girl. But I have to be honest with y'all, when it comes to music, when it comes to the era, I guess you can really say, like, I was conscious of what's going on. So now we're transferring to the 2000s, okay? So the 2000s, I'm going to do the year 2000 up until maybe about 2010, I guess you can say. So this is where we start seeing music transition, okay? So this is the era of B2K, all right? The era of groups like Destiny's Child, groups that, people love these folks. Like, they was doing their thing. But in the era of rap and hip-hop, it seemed like everybody was coming to the scene. I mean, you had Lil Wayne, you had T.I., you had 50 Cent, you had Eminem. Baby, it's like the hip-hop world took over. Like, they weren't playing no games. Like, they started in the 90s, but they elevated that mud, But I forgot an honorable mention to y'all earlier back, the 80s. the NWA era. They really dominated that time. So I forgot to mention them. Oh, in the 90s, Bone Thugs and Harmony. So y'all forgive me, I forgot to mention those groups. They was, weren't playing no games either. But in the 2000s, and we had women like our sisters was doing their thing too. Like you had these artists like Tamia, Fantasia, what's her name, Keisha Cole. Good gosh, I cannot think of these women's name for nothing. And I forgot another honorable mention in the 90s, y'all, was Aaliyah. But y'all, I'm forgetting. Yo, what was this lady's name? I have her image in my head and I can't think of. Anyway, just know that these women dominated. Okay, they dominated that time. For a lot of people that wasn't playing no games. Y'all, I forgot my baby. Oh my gosh. The Queen Bee. That's me, Lil Kim, y'all, from the 90s. Lil Kim set the stage, honey, opened the doors for all of this, this new style of rap and hip hop where rap wasn't, was seen as sexy. Because, see, before that, you had rap artists that, kind of, they wore the baggy clothes and, still kind of had, they had a different look to them. Like they was somewhat like hardcore, but Lil Kim was sexy hardcore, And what happened with that was, you had like MC Lyte and Queen Latifah, Roxanne, and all of that. But when Lil Kim stepped onto the scene, baby, she put some sex into that. She put some sexy behind it. Let me say it like that. But I just got to be honest with y'all. I love that era too. But, just because it was a lot of the music I came up on, you got T-Pain, Akon, all of these different artists. And so this is where we see Young Money really take over the game, because you get introduced to the heavy hitters that took over hip-hop for a long time. Nicki Minaj, Drake, these people are they taking over the game, right? And then you had a few other artists too. And around this time, 2010 up until now, I don't want to say that we just saw music fall off, but I'll get back into that in just a second. But anyway, I'm staying within that era. It was cool. But around like 2010, boom, baby, that's when we saw artists come out the gates like Kevin Gates, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. You had artists pop out there, female artists, Cardi B, and we can't forget the one and only Megan Thee Stallion. And then you got Glorilla doing her thing now, And all of these artists are phenomenal. I really only have listened to like Megan Thee Stallion. I listened to a couple of songs of Cardi B. I love me some Glorilla too. But these male, hip hop artists have been doing their thing too. You had, people like PNB Block and XXXTentacion, and you had NLE Chopper. But the person that did it for me, that still it breaks my, and not to mention, of course, Young Dolph. And Nipsey Hussle. But I'm gonna tell y'all what messed my head up. An artist that I really loved and who I was hoping that I was gonna get a chance to actually meet and see in concert. Y'all. Pop Smoke. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I love me some Pop Smoke. I really thought I was going to get a chance to see him in concert. I really thought I was going to get a chance to, I really did. I thought that I was going to get a chance to see him in concert. And y'all, when that happened to him, that really did. That hurt me. That broke my heart. But I just have to come on here and talk about music, y'all, because I've been loving music lately. But we done talked about all those artists. Before I leave, I got to do my honorable mentions. The artists that I've been on heavy again. Masego, Cleo Soul. I've been listening to a lot of D'Angelo again. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm telling you, I cannot. And Brandy. I hope I get to meet her too, y'all. I really do hope I get to meet Brandy too, because she gives me life, honey. She gives me life. But yeah, that's just that's the way